to do. Okay, so let me look for the that's can we go to that capital budgeting material I shared on the group? I think that one the type that's the type you guys like. Let me see what's up. Oh, before then, let me see. What do you have in question number two? Yes, sir. Hmm. Uh, okay, this one will be, let me see. Okay, yeah, I would like to solve this one last. I said something the other time that apart from those 5 steps, another thing you need to learn is the multi-product beta factors, right?
Okay, please, I can't see your screen. Oh,
Oh, I've not,
how-
I'm not sharing yet. Let me share. Where is it?
okay.
Okay, this is Zoom. Okay, share screen. Can we see the screen now? Your screen share is loading.
Yes, I can see it
Yes.
now.
That question number two is multi-product beta factor. So that's the highest level of beta you can learn. But I'm going to show you. Before then, let's go and look for that capital budgeting question. Where is it? What's up? What's up? Oh, someone to go.
Hello.
Yeah, trying to look for the. Okay, it should be here. I shared it on the group already. The capital budgeting question. I want this one. Won't be able to edit anything. Okay.
Yes, sir. You share it, sir.
Yeah, that's what I want to open now. Where is it?
Okay.
This is it. Open with Microsoft. Okay. You know, one of the other places I lecture, I solve this. I lecture the topic, so I now solve beta factor. But funny enough, I was not the one that lectured the beta factor there. But it's part of the question you have to solve it. So that's why I was able to remember that okay, there is one question here that no. Okay, I think this is it. KPLC 2017. This is question number one actually. That year. Okay. Is it this? Let me look at the requirement. Yes. Are we on the same page? Can you see my screen, please?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes.
This is it. This question. Okay, look at the requirement A. Given the information on MEPLC and the project financing mix, including any other relevant information, calculate the project specific cost of what? Capital. Do you see the name now? Project what? Specific cost of capital. Can we hear me, please?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We can hear you, sir.
Okay. I just need immediate feedback. That's all. So if we look at it now, this question one, this A part is beta factor. Although the B part of this one, I think, is the MPV or something like that. What is capital budgeting question? Okay, but let's look at what we are told to do. Given the information on ME, okay, and the project financing mix. You see what they say now? Project financing mix, including any other relevant information. Calculate the project specific cost of capital. That's your requirement here. Just 5 marks. Okay. So let's look at what we have. We start from the beginning. I read. This is a question one from capital budgeting. Let me just put that on the board. Okay. Okay. Question one. from capital budgeting material. Okay, where is the ruler? Wow, can't find the ruler. Interesting. Can't find the ruler. Let me do something. So does it mean I've not been ruling since I started using this one? Or view type more commands. Okay, are we on the same page? I can't find my ruler. That's interesting. So just manage hand ruling for now. Probably the stuff is hiding somewhere. Hello?
Yes.
We are here, sir.
Okay.
We are with
So question, this is 1A actually. Question 1A. So let's go back to the question. KPLC, a listed company based in Warri, Delta State, has been involved in producing boats, but excluding the engines. Okay. The company is now considering diversifying into look at what happened though. This company has been what involved in producing what boats. Are we together?
Yes, sir.
They've been producing boats, but what? Excluding the engines. Probably they now want to start producing the engine itself. Are you on the same page? They've been
Yes, sir.
producing boats, but not the engine. So they are producing boats before. We now want to start producing engine. Which type of what's it called is that? Yeah, what we call integration. Is it forward integration or backward integration?
Backward integration.
Backward integration, backward.
It's backward, sir.
Okay,
Backward.
it's backward, but okay, because it's part of a component of what make the whole boat initially. Okay, so the boat is just like the outer part, the engine is the inner part. Okay, so but excluding the engines. Okay, the company is now considering diversifying into the production of the major components of outbound engine. You can see now, they want to start producing the engine now. Okay. For this purpose, the company has recently purchased the patient right of for 15 million to produce the component. KPSC has spent 20 million developing prototype of the component and undertaking market studies. The research study came to the conclusion that the component will have a significant commercial potential for a period of 5 years, after which newer components will come into the market and the sales revenue from the component would virtually fall to zero. The research studies have also found that in the first 2 years development phase, there will be considerable training and development costs. Fewer components will be produced and sold. However, sales revenue is expected to grow rapidly in the following 3 years, the commercial phase. It is estimated, what concerns us is not MPVA. If not, some of this information will have been looking at them one after the other. But what concerns us is the project specific cost of capital. Okay. It is estimated that in the first year, the selling price will be 2,000 naira per component, the variable cost will be 800 per component, and total fixed direct fixed cost will be 6 million naira. Thereafter, there will be a selling price. Okay, the selling price is expected to increase by 8% per year. The variable cost and fixed cost are expected to increase by 5% per year for the next 4 years. Training and development costs are expected to be 120% of that of variable cost in the first year, 40% in the second year, 10% in each of the following 3 years. The estimated average number of outbound engine components produced and sold per year is given. This is the quantity, okay? We don't mention with this actually. Machinery costing 480 million will be needed. Okay, we need to be installed prior to the commencement of the component production. KPLC has enough space in its factory. You don't know this depreciation. Okay. No know this. Initially, KPLC will require additional working capital. You don't need all this. This working capital. This for capital budgeting. Although this would be a major undertaking for the company, it is confident that it can raise the finance required for the machinery and the first year working capital. The financing will be through a mixture of right issue and a bank loan in the same proportion as the market value of current equity and debt capital. Any annual increase in working capital after the first year will be financed by international fund. ME, okay, this is from where we need to pay attention. Are we still together? ME, Marine Engineers PLC, is a listed company involved in the manufacture of outboard engine components for many years. If I may ask, according to our step, who can tell me this ME now?
What's the
Is
company?
the
Proxy
proxy company.
God bless you. That's a proxy company. They will not call it proxy company. If you say examiner tell you that there's a proxy company, the examiner is just too good, like too good a person. But normally they just paint the scenario. You are doing this, you want to move to another industry or something, then they will give you a company that is into that business actually. So that one is the proxy company. Okay. If they give you more than one company that's into that same line of business, you take the average. Okay. So this is the marine whatever. These are proxy company. Okay. So they now give us some information. And what do you need from your company's proxy company? I may ask, what is the first thing you are looking for from this proxy company?
Asset beta.
God bless you. Better asset, business risk. So once you get that, you now check how do you want to finance your own. If you are into that, if you go into that business, how do you want to finance that line of business? That's why if you look at the requirement, let me take you back here. Examiner said, given the information on MAPLC and the project financing mix, okay, and the what project financing mix. So if you go back here, look at this statement, this paragraph here. Although this will be a major undertaking for the company, it is confident that it can raise the finance required for machinery and working capital. The financing will be through a mixture of what? Right issue, that is equity, and bank loan. This is debt. In the same proportion as the market value of current equity and debt capital. So which means if you can get this our own company, which is it KPLC? What's our company again? Yes, KPLC. If you can get KPLC debt value of debt and equity right now, that is what they plan using for this new line of business. Do you get that information now? Do we get that?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. So, okay, that's it to that. It means our debt to equity ratio, capital structure, those stuff is the same thing we have currently. That's it. If not, some question will tell you a different one to use for the new line of business. Okay. And if they are silent, you assume is the current one. Okay, let's go. I'm looking for the better asset. Once I get the better asset, based on how we plan to finance it, instead of telling you people that 30% debt, 70% equity, examiner didn't mention that, but he stated it here, that your financing mix will be the what? He said the project financing mix, and they've already mentioned it here that it is the current financing mix as the current value of equity and that of debt. Okay, so because we are aware of how we want to finance it now, it means once you get step one, we already have step one, ME. we look for the better of ME. But we actually look for better assets. But if you are giving equity, we know what to do, isn't it? If you're given better equity of ME, what will you do to get better assets? You ungear it using ME's information, right? Once you get the better asset from ME now, what's your duty? You already know you want to finance it. You are going to be using debt and equity. So you now do step 3, which means you are going to add your own financial risk to get better equity for that new line of business. Then after that, you take it to step 4, cost of equity. Step 5, adjusted WACC. That's all. Okay, let's see. We have, look at the table. We have KPLC here. This is our company. And we have MEPLC. This is the proxy company, right? Okay. So we have the non-current assets. We don't need this. Working capital, not for this information. We have 6% bank loan. Who owns this bank loan? Who owns it? It's for who? It's for KPLC. You see that?
Yes.
These are our own debt here. Then we have 5% loan notes, 2022. For who? For
For
ME,
For the company.
for the proxy company. Okay. Then
the
we have then we have share capital here. Share capital is 0.5 per share for who? For
for
KPLC. For us.
KPLC. Then we have 1 naira per share for who?
for
Yes.
me
Reserves doesn't concern you. Current market value per share. We need this to get our total value of equity for the two companies. Okay. This market value now, we don't know maybe it is cum diff of X or X diff. No information, we assume is X diff. Are we on the same page?
Yes.
Yes.
Quoted better. Yes, you see, they didn't call it better asset or better equity, but they call it quoted better. Let me now ask you, let's assume you are in exam or and you see this, what will you do? Are you going to take this as better asset or better equity for both companies?
Quoted better assets.
It's better equity. Better equity.
Why? Because there is debt and equity in the two
Yes.
companies, right? So since
Yes, sir.
I didn't tell you this, you assume it's better equity. That's all. Look at ME. We are going to is 1.8. So the beta is 1.8. You don't have any business with this 1.8 because this is your current beta for doing the is it the boat? Yeah, for doing the boat. But industry in the what's it called? Companies in the engine production, which is the ME, this is what their beta what's it called is 1.8. The loan note of ME are quoted as this. Other data, let's proceed.
Sorry, please, we take the quoted better, please. It's not clear.
Just ask a question that before now you've learned 3 types of beta: better asset, better equity, better debt. Now examiner mentioned better quoted better here. So I now ask that, let us know an exam more. How are you going to interpret this? Is it better asset or better equity? People said better equity. Why? Because there is debt and equity in the company, in the two companies. So let me now put in one trap now. Let's assume this ME is all equity finance, no debt. And examiner states mention quoted better here. It means, and KPLC, there is debt for KPLC. It means our own 1.3 will be better equity
Yes.
Yeah, for the proxy.
not Rosie, KPLC.
The company.
For our company, better equity because there is debt in our own company. So our better equity for what? For our company, which is both
KPLC.
production, KPLC. But because this ME now, we've assumed that there is no debt at all equity. So this 1.8 will have been their own better assets for engine production. Do you get the point now? But in this table here, in this question here, both of them are better equity because we have
Better.
debt in the two companies. Okay, so let's proceed. Other data. Tax applicable to KPLC and MEPLC is 20%. You see, there is no trap here again. Both companies' tax rates is actually the same. A wicked examiner will tell you one is 25, one is 30. But here you have the same rate, 20%. So it can be assumed that tax is payable in the same year as the profit on which is this one is for capital budgeting. It's for MPV, not for what we are doing here. Estimated risk-free rate of return. This is our RF. Okay. Historic equity market risk premium. This is not RM. This is RP. This is market risk premium, not market risk, no, not market return. From here, our RM is simply 9%. Because if you deduct risk-free from RM, it will give you risk premium. Okay? You know, RP is equals to RM minus risk-free. Remember that one in bracket now.
Yes, yes.
So this is RP, and we are given RP here. So when I get to that CPM, I won't be minus anything. Just use 6%. That's all. I think we have just a minute. Let me check what my colleague puts on fire. Let me check. It's like his body. Just a minute. Sorry. Sorry, I'm back. Wow, they are warning us. So let me, since we already have the knowledge of all this, I will just take like 5 minutes to solve this. Are we set? Hello, I'm back. Can you hear me, please?
Yes,
Yes, sir.
I can hear you.
Okay, so please you give me figures. First of all, let me do your 5-step, then we take it like that. Okay. Step 1, identify the proxy company with its beta factor. Okay. So what's our beta factor? What's the correct company? Is it ME? ME PLC, right? Is beta equity, which is 1.8, I think. 1.8. Are you on the same page? What's step 2, please? Step 2. So because this is beta equity and we're looking for beta, we need to on J. So we want to remove the financial risk of the proxy company. Remove financial risk of proxy company using the company's data. Okay. So beta asset is equals to beta equity. You can see this question, there's no beta debt too. So beta debt is actually 0. multiply by value of equity over value of the equity plus value of debt 1 minus t. Okay, I can remember we have better equity of 1.8. So I need to give value of equity. In this question, we are not given ratio. No, we are not given ratio. We don't have, when I say ratio, I'm referring to no debt to equity, something like this. So you have to calculate your value of equity and value of debt yourself. Okay, so we are dealing with ME now. So I will go and do workings down. So help me. Value of equity. What's the formula of value of equity? You know, let me see. We have 5 steps. Should I just do? Can I do the workings by the side of this step 2? Since I want to use in step 2 for ME.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Hope you know this is not part of the solution, it's just workings for this one. So value of equity is actually market price per share x div, right? Multiply by number of shares, right? So let's go and check the market price sharp. We are doing for ME. No, ME is the proxy company. So anything we are using now for step 2 is actually from ME. What is the market price of shares in ME? 3 naira, right?
Naira. 3 naira, yes, sir.
What's the number of shares in ME? 500 shares, 500 million shares at what? At 1 naira per.
1 naira.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
So 3, 500, 1 naira. Okay.
1.5.
Where is the? So we have 3 naira, right? Multiplied by 500 million. I think that is million. 500 million. Let me check. 0,000. Okay, it's million actually. So let me clean this. I don't want to be writing everything. I'm gonna clean this. We have 5 minutes. Okay, so 500 million. Our power value is 1 naira. Figure that's just 3 times this. We have 1,500 million shares. Value of equity, right?
Yes, sir.
So value of debt. Value of debt is equal to market price per debt.
Yes.
X
X div.
interest.
Yes, sir.
Multiply.
Multiply by number of debts.
Yes. So
Right.
um what is the market price of debt? Their debt is the 5%, 5%,
Well, loan note.
5% loan notes.
Yes, sir.
Loan note of ME
It's
PLC are quoted at 102 naira per 100. So that is 102 multiplied by 368 million over 100. Okay. So we have 102 multiplied by 368, right?
Yes, sir.
Over 100. This will cancel. Okay, just do the calculation and that is 100. So what do you have?
Yes, 375.
M
375.36.
375.
Point three
136.
six. 36.
Let's work in the nearest million. This value of debt. Now you can see this is what we have here. So if you like, you can convert it to like this your debt to equity actually if you want to do that, but I don't think there's need to do that. Let's just work with this. If you want to do debt over equity, you can do it. Just say debt is what? Here now is 375 over 1,500. Then you keep on reducing. So that's what, but there's no need for that. So let's go back to this. Value of equity is what? Value of equity, see it here, 1,500, right? 1,500 over 1,500 plus 375 into 1 minus 0.20, right? Tax is 20%. So what do we have? Figure. I don't know what you have, but I know it's going to be up to 1.8. So figure is what we have. What do we have? What do we have? Oh, let's put our calculator. We have 2 minutes. While you're doing that, let me set up another one so that I can complete this question, please.
Oh,
This is 1.5.
1.5. Somebody should confirm that figure. But I'm not, my way is not going to be up to this figure. Okay, we are done with step 2. Let me quickly create another one for us to complete this. SFM. Okay. No. 11 to 11:30.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Sorry, I mistakenly used 0.5 instead of 0.20. It's 1.3.
It's 1.3.
Yes, sir.
1.3. Can someone also
Yes, sir.
confirm that?
1.5.
No,
1.5.
the tax rate is 20%, Abi.
Yes.
So let's calculate it.
1.5 is correct.
The tax rate is 20%.
1.5 is correct.
It's correct. Are you sure it's correct? This is 80% of this figure plus this 1.5 over that times 1.8. So let me share the new link so that we can all join that. We have less than 1 minute. Let me share the new link. And this.